Thanks, Lucy. Hi, Anrich. Hope you're doing well. Anrich, I just want to ask you about your experience of bowling in that ODI, having not played, I suppose, longer than T20 cricket for such a while. How did you feel about the amount of overs you bowled and kind of how did the body hold up and anything else you want to add on that front?
Yeah, it was good to obviously have the warm-up games. I think that was sort of a good base just to see how the body reacts and just to get used to the amount of overs. Obviously been putting in some hard yards at home before the bowled up, and then when we got here didn't have too much training before the first warm-up game, so it was just slowly building it up into sort of to try and be ready for the first ODI. I think all in all very happy with how it went and how the bodies reacted after the game, so quite happy with the first game, yes.
Thanks for those. So here, then Johan.
Hi, Anrich. Just a question on England in terms of how do you think they'll react now that Ben Stokes is no longer in the side and somebody like possibly an attacking talent like Phil Salt coming into the team? Do you think that they'll react in a positive manner tomorrow?
Yeah, you hear all about the things in the media about how they want to play their cricket and how they want to go about things. So I'm sure they'll be looking for someone who can sort of fill in that game role that they want. So I'm sure they'll be looking at someone who can be quite attacking and aggressive. I'm not too sure who's going to come in. We'll have to see tomorrow what they're gonna bring and how the guys are going to play. But I think all in all they'll probably stick to what they've been trying to sort of produce over the last few years, is try and be quite aggressive, so can't see that going any other way.
Thanks, Ahir. Johan?
Hi, Anrich. Am I correct that it's your first tour to England, or first time you're playing in England?
Yes, that's correct, yeah.
No schoolboy cricket for under 19 side?
No, just visiting 2010, but otherwise, no, first time playing cricket, yeah.
Great. We are going to give a chance to the floor before we go back to Talford and Amir online.
Anrich, in the past when South Africa has played England, we've been quite excited to see you versus maybe Mark Wood, Jofra Archer, get those speed gun wars going and see how it goes. Obviously England have had a lot of injuries. Their 3 or 4 fastest bowlers have gone down this summer. Just I wonder from you, do you like to see other fast bowlers in the game, and sort of does it help you crank it up a notch to see that, and also how are you staying fit at the moment, because it's tough job when you're playing across the formats and bowling at the speeds you're bowling.
Yeah, the first one is it's sort of sad to see that they're not here and to be playing against them. It's always nice to see them competing against us and to sort of have the best guys or the fastest guys, at least 1 or 2 in the team, to be in the England side. I think having Mark Wood and Jofra has been a major. They've played major roles in the England side, so hoping they can have a speedy recovery and get back and just sort of produce what they've been doing in the last few seasons. Yeah, playing all formats, it is tough. I've basically been playing a lot of T20 cricket the last while and now back into ODI again. So really nice to just get into ODI and into the longer format, get some rhythm, try and get the body going, get used to some bigger loads again, and hopefully just build it up onto the test matches as well. So really excited about what's coming up. It's going to be a very busy schedule if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we've got a lot of time at home, and we're going to be on the road quite a bit, but quite excited. It goes to the extremes. You get injured, you're at home for quite a long time. You get into cricket again, and you're on the road for a long time again. So really excited about what's coming up, and hopefully the body can just sort of stay in good nick and try and do my rehab and my everything that I have to do. But yeah, really excited about what's coming up.
Is there anything special that you've learned to do to look after yourself with the sort of the rigours you put yourself through?
Yeah, no, it's just trying to stay fit now and stay on the park. Obviously, I think since a young age I've been fortunate enough to have good trainers and to try and do the right things at a young age. So I think that sort of helped me at the start, and then now just try and focus a lot on prehab and rehab as well. So that's probably the only thing that's changed.
Anrich, I'm wondering what you've been told about the pitch here, because it can be one of the hardest and bounces in England.
Yeah, we're not too sure. We don't want to. We don't want to read too much into the past. But yeah, they say it might play, or from what I understand, might play a little bit better than the previous venue. Hopefully, we could get maybe a little bit more bounce. It was quite tough hitting your toes to ball bounces, but hopefully, there's a little bit more in it. And I think it would help to make it a good wicket as well for batters and bowlers. So. Yeah, I think assessing it as soon as possible, if we do bowl first as well, that's going to be quite crucial, and just see how it goes and how it plays out.
If as you said, you do expect England to keep attacking, is it important for you guys as much as possible to meet fire with fire in that sense?
Yeah, well, for us, it's about doing what we do well. We're not really too bothered about how England goes about their thing. That's their own sort of strategy and how they want to play. For us, it's about on the day. If it's a green wicket, then things might change. We'll try and adapt as quick as possible. Going guns blazing all the time might be tough. So we just try and adapt. If it's a good wicket, then obviously we'll try and adapt and see where we have to bowl and what we have to do. Very good batters, coming from a bowling perspective, very good batters in the team, so we have to be on it. Doesn't matter where we're playing, so we have to stay on our toes and sort of do our homework. So yeah, just really excited to see what this whole series is going to offer for us as well.
Great, thank you. We'll go Telford, Amir, and then Ken.
How's it going, Anrich? I'm just interested in the narrative that's developing here. It's basically exciting England versus boring South Africa. But if boring beats, and people say the same thing about the Springboks. If boring beats exciting, then you know, whose fault is it? It's exciting's fault, isn't it?
Like I said, now it's about on the day. If it's a flat wicket. Playing attacking cricket as a batter, that's going to be probably the biggest priority. If it's a green wicket, then probably try and be a little bit more boring, I suppose, and try and, as a bowler, try and hit your top off a little bit longer than maybe on a different wicket where you might have to go Yorkers and bounces and all of that. So it's just about on the day adapting, and I don't think I don't think we can be classified as a team who's just attacking or just defensive. I think we try and be smart on the day and just sort of play accordingly.
Thanks, Telford. Amir, then Ken.
Thank you. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, Anrich. As mentioned earlier, this is your first time traveling to England or touring England. Just talk to us about how much you knew about conditions coming here, and was there any change to your bowling, just to try and get the best out of conditions, if I can put it like that?
Yeah. First time, you see a lot you obviously see a lot on TV, and you sort of get an idea of what to expect. But it just being here and playing against the team, it's obviously the England team as well. They do play a bit different, maybe to other teams. So for me, it's just about hitting my line and length. That might be different to Lungi and to anyone else. So I'm just trying to stick to my strengths, try and focus on that. Yes, I did try and do one or two things at home. Obviously, just trying to get more rhythm and getting used to the bowling action again, especially bowling 10 overs in a game. That takes a little bit more than 2 overs up front and then maybe 2 overs of change-ups and Yorkers. So just trying to get used to the rhythm and used to the bowling action. Getting the front arm is quite an important thing for me. Once I get that, I think then my control is a little bit better. So yes, I've been working a little bit on control, but all in all, just on the day and just trying to hit my personal lengths rather than what the media or what the statistics might say.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks, Amir. We are going to take the final questions now, so we're going to go Ken for those, then finish off with Zahir.
Thanks, Lucy. Hi, Anrich. Very well bowled the other night. Old Trafford, the last 10 ODIs there, the team batting first won 8 of them. It's another big field again, like in Durham. Does this suggest similar sort of game plan from the Proteas, and in terms of the attack, your spinners being really important in the middle overs, and you fast guys kind of putting on the pressure at the beginning and the end of the innings?
Well, let's hope we win the toss if that's the case. But I think we haven't. I'm not sure if we've had a look at the wicket yet. We just arrived here, so Obviously adapt to the conditions, but yes, our spinners have been really well, sort of crucial for us. They've done a really good job during the middle overs, especially Kesh as well at the start. So if we can just all sort of contribute and do our little small bits, nothing fancy, then hopefully we can pull it through. We just have to stick to our basics.
Thanks, Ken. Fido, Sensor here.
Anrich, you're a bowler, and so workload management is always part of discussions around your schedule. But obviously, the schedule is also in the spotlight at the moment with England playing so much cricket. Just what are your thoughts on the calendar and kind of how much you guys should or shouldn't be playing?
That's a hard one. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'd love for us to play a bit more Test cricket, but all in all, yes, we're very busy. We're on the road most of the time. Luckily, bubbles are done now, so hopefully that would give us some more off time. I think we've been away from home for a long time, but the cricket has been limited at stages for the amount of time we've been away. So hopefully, with the bubbles being a little bit less or no more bubbles, we can be at home maybe a bit more, have more off time, and then just get straight into cricket. We don't need to prep as much as in the past, I think. So that's maybe a big positive and maybe something we can work around because we're playing so much.
Thanks, Fido. Sensor here.
Anrich, you guys went 2-0 in India and you didn't close it out immediately. Have you taken any lessons from that in terms of closing out the series and just something on Andile being ruled out of the series? What does it mean to the side?
Yeah, we mentioned that in India that third game was going to be our sort of like a final for us. We didn't get to it. The next one was going to be like a final to us, and we didn't pull through. So definitely some learnings from that. I have to be honest. Obviously, the team you're playing against is going to come hard. They've got nothing to lose. They want to also draw the series. So yeah, we've only won one game now, but we definitely. Every time we get close to that, we want to try and pull through. So we are aware of that, and we do want to go for the win and for the kill. We don't want to drag it out even longer. Missing Andile, obviously, he's done a hell of a job for us so far. Was the second warm-up game, batted really well as well, and then the bowling is quite important for us. So missing him is unfortunate. Hopefully he'll be fit and ready again quite soon.